Welcome to my YouTube channel. One of the things I promised to do when I started this YouTube channel was create walkthroughs of what happens when you use all of Instagram's features. I was scared to use things like stories and reels for the longest time, because I didn't know quite what was going to happen when I pressed the button. What if I accidentally sent a terrible video of myself, looking like a bag of actual dog poop, into the world? Well, today, I've decided to do a complete walkthrough of what happens when you follow someone on Instagram. It's good to know what you're getting into, before you get into it, isn't that right? Finding people to follow. I could probably create a whole video on finding new people to follow on Instagram, and it'd be a long one too, but I've decided to keep things short and give you a few tips. You can search for people to follow, using the search bar, if you know usernames, etc. You can also find people to follow on the Explore tab, or Reels tab, or even the Shopping tab. If you follow hashtags, you'll find people to follow in the feed of your Home tab, shown to you because they have posted with the hashtag you follow. You'll also find suggested posts in the feed of your Home tab, recommended to you because of a variety of reasons. I'm going to use the last one as my example for this video. I was just browsing through the feed of my Home tab and came across this beautiful piece of artwork, by Forensics and Flowers. As you can see, it was recommended to me because I like to post from Mara Illustrations Reel, who is another popular and very good artist on Instagram. I don't follow Forensics and Flowers. Right next to the username, at the top of the Instagram post, it says, in blue letters, follow. If I was already following this account, the blue follow button wouldn't be there. How to follow someone on Instagram. As shown just a moment ago, when suggested posts come up in the feed of the Home tab, you can follow an account you like by simply hitting the blue follow button. If you find an account you want to follow in the content on the Explore tab, you can do the same thing. The blue follow button is right next to the username. In the Reels tab, you will also find the follow option next to the username, but it is not blue. If you find an account you like the look of while browsing through the Shop tab, you can click on the username, then hit the three-lined icon at the top of the screen, and then look for the blue follow option. It is below the username in this case, next to the number of followers that account has. If you search for a username in the search bar, and then select the account you're looking for, you will be taken to the profile of that account. There is a blue follow button right below the bio. If you are already following that account, it will say following instead of follow. You can follow people from virtually any place in the Instagram app or website. Just look for the blue follow option. Or, the white one, if you're watching Reels. What happens when you follow someone on Instagram? Directly after you hit the follow button, the button will change from follow to following, and an additional section will pop up directly underneath. These are all similar accounts that Instagram thinks you might be interested in. I've just followed PlanThat, which is a social media scheduling app I use in my strategy. They will receive a notification that I have followed them. If you were to follow them and then unfollow them very quickly afterwards, the notification they receive would disappear. That doesn't necessarily mean they won't have seen it though. When you follow someone on Instagram, you will start to see their content in your home feed. If Forensics and Flowers goes Instagram Live, I will get a notification that they are broadcasting an Instagram Live video. If I turn on notifications for Forensics and Flowers, every time they post something on the platform, I'll get a notification about it. If Forensics and Flowers shares a story, I'll see it in the line of stories at the top of the home feed. Instagram has quite a wide array of options when it comes to limiting the people who can interact with you and engage with your content, so some of the permissions will change when you start to follow someone, or when they start to follow you. For example, in comment controls, you can choose to only receive comments on your Instagram content from people who follow you. If an account had this turned on, you would only be given the option to comment on the content once you have hit the follow button. In the controls for mentions, you can have it so that only people you are following can use the mention feature, which links to you in stories, comments, live videos, captions, etc. You can choose who is allowed to send you messages, where those messages go, and a wide number of other things. Depending on the account you're choosing to follow, you may find that you have new options when you start following someone brand new on Instagram. It will vary greatly from account to account. As a side note, if you start following an account and then they follow you back on the same day, you'll have an On This Day content opportunity on that exact day in years to come. You can find out more about that another video on my YouTube channel, called How to Use the On This Day feature of Instagram Stories. All of these things we've just discussed will continue to be the case until you unfollow that account. If you do that, you will no longer see their content in your home feed, you won't get notifications about Instagram live videos, etc. Are there limits to how many people I can follow on Instagram? Actually, yes, there are. Instagram will only allow you to follow a maximum of 7,500 people. If you try to follow any more than that, you will see an error message. There are also limits to how many people you can follow or unfollow in quick succession. Nobody really knows what these limits are, but from collating information from a number of different people who have been hit by this limit, and a number of different Instagram experts, it seems that following or unfollow more than 5 to 20 people in 1 hour will result in Instagram limiting your activity. There is also a daily limit of around 50 to 200 follows or unfollows. These are simply estimates, and I would always recommend keeping to the lower level of these estimates. It's better to be safe than sorry, after all. I hope you found this video useful today, but please let me know if you have any questions, or would like to suggest another video tutorial. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more social media marketing and content creation tips and tricks. Have a fabulous day.